It's a nice day out here at Breen Marine on Highway 101 in Florence, Oregon. We're right on the infamous 101. That's where all these cars you can hear going, because we're like 7 feet from it right now. We got a boat, a 2013 North River Seahawk. This is the 18.5 footer, but it has the extended transom, so it's basically like 20.5 feet overall length, but 18.6 is what it's called. So we're gonna start here with the easy loader trailer. It does have surge brakes, which aren't that important. It's a very light boat. Most vehicles could tow this either way because it's a fairly light boat. We've got the 2-speed Fulton winch with the stanchion included, and we got a spare tire holder, good working jack on here. Looking at the boat, you know, they have a really nice top on these North Rivers. They have a great look to them, and then they're well made as well. We got our fuel fill here. We got Perco side navigation lights on both sides that are LEDs. One thing they do a good job on North Rivers too is the wiper arms. They have big wiper arms, and they're ran off of one motor that connects, kind of like the older cars used to, where they would connect underneath. So there's a rod that goes inside here. We got some access. There's a little bit of the clear coat coming off, looks like right here, from some sun damage. We've got a tandem axle trailer. On a smaller boat like this, tandem axles kind of good. They look a lot better than the single axles, at least in my opinion, which is probably the case. And go back here, they put LED lights on these trailers. And I'm gonna look at the motors really quick. I'll show you the motors. We got an 8 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke. Now this motor actually ran pretty good. I ran it yesterday, forward and backwards, but this is a non-power tilt trim, and it was hard for me to get it to go up and down. It wouldn't stay, so I had to reach underneath and kick the kickstand. So it probably needs to be greased up or something along those lines to get that settled in. But the motor here, we don't know the year on this particular motor. Oh yeah, we do. It's an 02, so this motor is older than the boat, and it's got some paint coming off of it and stuff. So this kicker motor is a little bit rough, but hey, it comes with the kicker motor, so you can do whatever you want from there on out. But the 115 ran excellent. It did excellent yesterday, fired off, does everything exactly how it's supposed to. No issues with that. We pushed the boat about 36 miles an hour. You'll see the video here that I took yesterday of it running when I had it out on the water. All right, testing the 18.6 2013 North River Seahawk with the Yamaha 115 on it and an 8 horse. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and give this a whole shot report. So right now, I'm neutral here. I'll go ahead and click it into gear. There we go. And we'll watch our speed here as we take off. We'll go ahead and set all the way down. Here we go. We still have a little bit more, 6,000 RPMs. We still have more throttle, so I'll probably need to pitch up another one to get that last little power out of the engine. 36 here. The chop, doing really well. I spin it around here. Seems to ride good, controls good, everything seems pretty balanced. Going into a turn in these white caps. We're going to check out how this bow knocks down these white caps. Throttle back up. See out there. Fair amount of wind pushing on us. Now we're hitting our old wake here. That's pretty well. Feels nice and controlled. The top end here feels comfortable. Don't feel all the chop, so got the pitching, we've got the trim just right. Put the bow down, go there and put it in. And going. They've got chine guides here on the trailer. There's some water going here. A few, it's not barnacles, but this was stored in the water. You can see the color difference on there. That's kind of like, you know, is what it is. We've done a lot of wraps on these, vinyl wraps, so we'll wrap this section. It makes the boat look like a brand new boat. It's amazing. And then the wraps are great because they don't let that stain happen, or you don't worry about dirt or anything on there at all. Oil bath hubs on the trailers, LED lights, like I said, there. Now let's go up on inside here and check it out. I'm just gonna go over the edge here. Now we have fish boxes. This is a twin open side, so it goes all the way through, but you have two doors on here. This is a good fish box, gear box, I don't know, you can do that. It's kind of hard on fish because these boats are a little warmer up top here. They don't stay as cool in them, and there's no insulation, but a lot of people use it for storage, but it's also a great rigging station. You can see here, it's got some wear on the top of these doors here where the paints come off because it's been used for a rigging station or cleaning out crab pots or something along those lines to do that. Batteries, it's got two new batteries in it that are brand new. I'll show you this, as well as the battery switch. Oh, I can't get the clamps off. There we go. Okay, so we've got two new batteries in here. Here's the battery switch that turns on one or two, and I'm going to turn that off. Washdown pump is strainers right there in the bottom. And then the washdown pump sits right here on the side. And then here's the hose hookup for it. This is kind of nice. I like it. They did change this. I personally liked this layout because you have a little shelf right here, and two, you can get back a little further in this section because the new ones are one solid piece all the way across, and then there's a big toe kick here, so you have plenty of room here, but you still have the shelf. So I was really a fan of when they used to have this little stub out here. I don't know what else to call it. Stub out. I also have the pole for that. You can hook up, and we've got the downrigger bracket mounts on here. Forward, I like the seating in the North Rivers. They do a good job. They put carpet in here. You're like, oh no, carpet. Oh, it gets clean. Don't worry about it. You can pressure wash it. But it keeps the sound of the things rattling in there, keeps them a lot quieter. And then you have this nice, so you're not lifting up the entire seat. You know, most boats you have to fold the back down just to lift this up. With the back up here, you're good to go. So that makes a really nice layout for both sides there. Same thing on this side there. Big arms on these chairs. Super comfy chairs. Has a little suspension in it. Big armrests. So this is a comfortable chair. This thing's just comfortable. Okay? Come back later. Take a nap. Okay, we've got the glove box here. It's also carpeted inside. And then we have our Yamaha 703 controller here with the safety lanyard right here. Pretty basic, straightforward. Flip this up to throttle it without it. You really don't need it because it's fuel injected, but you've got it. People want you to put these lanyards on now. I mean, the Coast Guard, I guess they're citing people for not. We've got the, I'm going to kick on, oh, I just turned off the battery. You saw in the video the hours already, so we've got that. We've got the fish finder, you already saw that working. Pretty much everything here is pretty straightforward. Fuel gauge, a little bit of water corrosion here around on the switches here. I don't think anything's terrible, but there is that. It's just a full disclosure so you know what you're looking at. I'll show you up front here. Big storage area, an old life jacket up there. Fairly straightforward boat. These are really simplistic boats. They've got good lines on them though. Everybody loves the North River look. It's North River, you know. Everybody's looking for these. Nice paint on them, pretty solid. The boat has some wear on it and things. This is not 100%. I'd say probably a 70% condition-wise, 7 out of 10. Straight, not a lot of dents or any dings in it that way, so that's good. Most everything's cosmetic that way, just being out in the weather gives it a little bit of wear and stuff. The top's solid, it's all good though. No rips or tears, anything on the top. So we've got that. We got a little clouding in the sides, but they all tend to do that over any period of time. We got rod holder brackets already here for, and those are located inside of the box. We've got a couple here, one there, one there, one there. And there are some rust stains here from some things in here. Those should clean out pretty good. There's a spot right here, if you look, this is solid, but right here there's a little spot where the floor is a little bit soft right here. You can see where it's a little darker, where it kind of pooled some water. But it's solid all around it, but there is some here. And this is basically a 4x8 sheet of plywood covered in vinyl flooring. And the condition of the flooring is okay. It's a very common one if you wanted to put a new one, but you could probably utilize this one, put a new sheet in here. But you just see a small area from about here to here. You can kind of see it flex as I step on it here. We just noticed that, but we want to be 100% clear on this. We don't want you traveling and getting any surprises. So it's full disclosure with Breen Marine, so that you don't have to worry about getting here and being like, what is this? So full disclosure, but all around, pretty awesome boat. The price on the boat, $39,900. So basically $40,000 is what we're asking on this boat. It is a consignment at Breen Marine, and so we are selling it for a customer. And so you can make offers, but I think at that price we should be pretty competitive.